Welcome to this short tour of Snaptu deployed as a Virgin Mobile customer proposition. At the top we have some Virgin branded icons. These show you how icons can be designed to meet any look and feel required. The icons below open up live applications, and I'll take you through some of these now. And we'll start, I think, with the cricket, because there's a live match on at the moment up at Chester-le-Street between the West Indies and England. So I'll open up Cricinfo and we go to a live score screen that shows us the state of play, and actually it looks as if the game has just come to a finish. Here's the match summary screen. The West Indies are for 10. I think that's probably just happened. Let's go and have a look at the scorecard. Have a look down through the batting. Yep, just one man left. If I scroll to the right, you'll see there's a bowling tab, and I'll go and have a look at the bowling performance. Here's the debutant Bresnan. He had a good day today. I'll click and have a quick look at his performance. Quite impressive. He must be very pleased to be off the mark. So moving back and back again, I'll go up and have a look at the ball-by-ball commentary. And there it is, yes. Fidel Edwards has just been got out by Bresnan, and that's the end of the West Indies. They still had 83 to get. This commentary comes from our good friends and partner, Cricinfo. And I'll just go back now and might just have a quick look at the news section. And this article, I guess, written just before the recent wicket. These are very good, comprehensive articles with good photography attached to them. There's Bresnan celebrating. And let's move on now. Let's have a look at the weather application. This sits very nicely with cricket for obvious reasons. So if we go in, immediately I get to London, but I'm going to go and add a city now. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up Chester-le-Street and see what sort of weather they had up there. Chester-le-Street. Quick search through. This is AccuWeather providing us with this information. There we are, we have Chester-le-Street, and it was raining up there. In fact, they did lose some of the first session. And if we go and look in more detail, and then if I tab over to the right, I've got what's happening tonight. Then navigate back to the day tab, and then select back to come back to the main Chester-le-Street screen, and then back to get to the main icon screen. Moving on, I'll now get to the Transport for London icon, and we'll go in and have a look at the current tube line status. Minor delays on the Jubilee line. That's the only problem out there at the moment. You'll see there's a full journey planner attached to that as well. But I'll come back out and let's move over to our Twitter application. This is one of the most fully featured mobile Twitter applications out there at the moment, and it's gaining popularity worldwide at quite a rapid rate. I'm just scrolling here down through all the tweets that I'm looking at the moment. Of course I follow Mr. Stephen Fry. That chap there is from Sri Lanka, that one from South Africa. And I just want to get down to, yes, here's one. I want to get to one with a twit pic attached to it. If I click on the tweet, you'll see various options, including opening that twit pic. If I come back now, that brings me back to the home screen. I'll open up the search function. You'll see we've also got trending topics listed below the search box, and I'm going to type in Snaptu, this being our consumer brand, and let's see what people on Twitter are saying about us. Here we go. It's all pretty positive stuff usually. Let's have a look at the guy behind this message. He's from Slovenia. Go down a bit. A Russian. Us, and this guy seems like a good fan. He's from Cape Town. Any more compliments out there? This is interesting. This guy is testing our data usage. Seems impressed by it, and he's from Nagpur in India, and as you see he uses Snaptu quite a lot for his twittering. Okay, let's go back now, and we'll leave Twitter and move over to Facebook. Opening up the home screen, you'll see I can update my status and have a look in my inbox, and then below all my friends' status lines I'll open up Andy Duff. He's travelling around the world and has got as far as Kathmandu. Go and have a look at his photo albums, and we'll open this one. This was from an earlier time in India when he was retracing his grandfather's footsteps, or so he claimed. We can zoom in and have a closer look at that picture. Scroll to the right and have a look at some more in that album. And back out again. Then view photos of Andy. These are photos in which he's been tagged by other people. Quite a few from his trip, obviously. And then if we move back and back out again, let's go and have a look at My Movies. This is a movie application. I can have a look at the movie chart, the UK movie chart. Let's have a look at Star Trek. There's a synopsis. I can get a full synopsis, or I can have a look at a review from My Movies. I can also have a look at the poster that went with that. Go back, and we can go down and have a look at the news. A very good news service comes with this application for the movie industry. And then here, this is Fancier Pints application on Snaptu. Let's go and have a look at some of the latest reviews. Pub called Angel in the Fields in Marylebone. You'll see it's got their rating system. I'm going to add it to my pubs. There's also an option to call the pub if I want to, direct from the application. And that's the Fancy a Pint application. So let's now go into Seatwave. This is a fan-to-fan concert ticket exchange marketplace. I'm going to go and search for Franz Ferdinand. See if any second-hand tickets are available for Franz Ferdinand concerts. And there are. I want to go to one in Manchester. Let's have a look. Inverness, Newcastle, Sheffield, Manchester. There we are. There's a £33 ticket if I want it. Have a quick look at the picture. And there I can call to purchase that. I'll go through to Seatwave's call centre and I can buy my ticket or tickets. Come back out of Seatwave. And there you have a quick tour of some of the applications that we have. If I use the bottom left menu, I can actually go in and add more applications, or remove an application from the home screen. So in this sort of application catalogue, you'll see there's a number of applications. I'm going to add the Picasa, Google's Picasa Web Albums application. If I go in, I'm going to go to Public Albums and put in my own Picasa Web Album ID. All my albums are public. I have nothing to hide, I think. And here we are. A recent trip to see Granny Joan with the kids in Newton Ferrers in Devon. And a much more exciting trip last October to see a friend who works in Dubai. Let's have a look at some of those photos. My wife and son. The concrete jungle, some friends. So I'm just scrolling right through the pictures in this album. There's my daughter sitting on a sand dune. And there's a very sandy lunch. So I'll scroll back out of that lot, and I think that pretty much brings you to the end of this tour. By way of background, I'd like to explain that all the applications you see are actually running on central servers. This means that any updates, any new applications, any new features are all automatically presented to our user base without them having to do anything. Thank you for your time, and I hope you'll want to investigate further.